I hope we all are using the mobile phones. When we are using the mobile phones, we are recharging it. On what basis we are recharging it? On our daily usage of the data that we are using, on the daily usage of number of calls that we are doing, on the basis of number of SMS that we are sending per day. So on all these bases, we select the usage of our credit to our recharge that we are using it. Am I right? So in the same way, in order to have the credit usage for the Snowflake, what is the setup that we have to do in our Snowflake account? Hi, I am M. Asif Hussain from KnowHow Academy. What are we going to learn in this video? We are going to learn and understand what is resource monitoring, how to set up resource monitor in Snowflake. By the end of this video, you could able to get an idea what is the use of resource monitoring and how should we go and set up the credit usage and limit for our resource monitoring in Snowflake. So watch till the end. My dear viewers, as I have told that when we are using our mobile phones, we are getting recharged to it. Am I right? Let us consider the prepaid recharge and the postpaid recharge. So what's happening here? Prepaid recharge is nothing but we know that how much amount of data that we are going to use per day. We know that how many calls we are going to do per day. We know how many SMS we can able to send per day. On that basis, we select the package and we use that particular credit to have it to our particular number. And in the same way, if I would like to consider the postpaid, first we will completely use our all the credibility, then we go and recharge how much we have used it in the postpaid. So now what's happening here? We are getting the credit or we are getting the usage. We are accepting the usage of how much amount of credit, how much amount of data, how much amount of SMS, how many number of calls we can able to do to with our particular number per day, per month, or for 3 months package, let us consider. So now in the same way, Snowflake is also having such a kind of platform which is called as resource monitoring. Now what is meant by this resource monitor? Resource monitor is nothing but it is used to control and monitor the credit usage. So in Snowflake we have the limit of the data that we use, the size that we use, the credits that we use. So we also have discussed different Snowflake pricing. Am I right? So here what's happening in resource monitoring is nothing but it is used and to control and monitor the credit usage. Credit usage of what? Credit usage of account that I have logged in and credit usage to the workspaces that I am using. Or I can call it as credit usage of the data warehouses that I am using. So now if you look into it here, my dear viewers, I have logged in into my particular account and my role here is account admin. So account admin is the by default that we get it whenever we are able to log in into our Snowflake. And here in this account admin, this might be the best way to go and set up a resource monitor for this one. So as soon as we are into our profile account admin, so here we have an option called admin. Once when I click on admin, we have an option called the account overview, the complete account. So now what I am going to do, my dear viewers, I am going to go and set up a resource monitor for my entire account. There might be n number of workspaces or there might be n number of data warehouses I might use, number of projects I might use, but I am not going to create the resource monitor for the data warehouses. I am going to create the resource monitor for my entire account. So here as you can see that we have an option called resource monitor. So resource monitor. in this resource monitor, as we do not have any resource monitor here, we have to go and create a new resource monitor. Okay, so for this I am clicking on resource monitor here. Now as you can see that we have certain options to fill up, so that we are going to fill it up. So let us consider the name of a resource monitor. Any name we can give it, it's our choice. So let's consider my account underscore credits. Okay, my accounts underscore credits. So that's the name I am giving it. So now it is telling me the quota. What is the quota? Credit quota. It's nothing but the how much quota, how much credits you would like to allocate. How much quota or how much credit you would like to allocate to your account. So that it is telling me. Based upon the credit that we have allocated to our account, on that particular basis, we are going to have the complete usage of the Snowflake in that particular account which we are using it. So here what I am doing, I have given the name and it is asking me to give the credit quota. So in my usage, if I would like to consider, I do not want to have 50 credits, 100 credits or so. So let us go in a simple way, because my usage is not much more that it requires a lot of credits. So I am just keeping 10 credits here. I would like to have 10 credits. Now so select monitor type. Okay, whether you would like to monitor this particular warehouse, or if you would like to monitor this particular account for the credit that you have given. So you would like to select on what type, whether if you would like to go for a account or if you would like to go for a warehouse. Here I will select account. I would like to monitor it for an account. So here we also have an option that I could go and customize this one. So what is the customization that is asking for? To start the monitoring immediately and end monitor never. Okay, so here we have an option to go and end the monitor. Okay, but if you would like to go and customize, we can go and customize and do a lot of things whichever we require as per our own convenience, as a user convenience I could call it on. So let us keep that aside. Okay, so now let's go on the actions. Okay, so how many credits I have given for a quota? I have given 10 credits. So when I have given 10 credits, so it is asking me that suspend immediately and notify when this percentage of credit is used. So let us consider, as I have 10 credits, as I am using my Snowflake account every day, so now that credits is getting little bit lesser depending upon the usage. So it is asking me, dear user, dear Asif, as you are the account user here, so on what particular percentage of credit I have to notify you, okay, that this credit is used and it should be aborted, it should be suspended, it should be stopped at particular moment. On what percentage? So let us consider, out of 10, if I am 99%, okay, if my credit is 99% used, I am giving the access to my resource monitor to immediately stop it, to immediately suspend my usage. Okay, suspend my number of credits. All right, when 99%, when it is 99%. So now in the same way, it is even asking another option, suspend and notify when this percentage of credit is used. Okay, so another kind of indication. So if I would like to write that, okay, so at 70% or at some 85% or at 80%, it should indicate, it's like a warning sign. Okay, you are about to come to the end of your credit. If you would like to get that particular notify, so at what percentage? Then it is, let us consider 85%. I should get that notified. And you have another option, that notify when this percentage of credit is used. Okay, so if, let us consider, I am using my Snowflake account, I don't know how much credit that I am using it. So for that, if I just go on use it, or if I am working on a major projects and so on, if suddenly my account or credit is completed and if it is suspended immediately, then it's a bad mark, right? So I should know how many credits that I have to use, or how many credits are still remaining in my particular account. So when you should get these notification getting started, so when it is 50%. Okay, so now let's read this in a reverse way. Okay, my 10 credits, right, out of 10, when it is 50% done, then it has to notify me. That is the first condition. 50% done in the sense, out of 10 credits, if I am using only 5 credits, then out 50%, 50% is 5, right? If I have used 5 credits and still 5 credits are remaining, then it should indicate me. And the next is, out of that 5 credits that are remaining, where I'm just reaching 85% of completion out of that 5 credits, then it should notify me. And when it is 99% coming near to that particular 5 credits, and it's almost done, that there is no credits are remaining, it should immediately suspend that, it should immediately stop that, block that, and okay, it has to give me the notification. So that I have to set up here. So all these things are different sections that it should notify depending upon the percentage that we allocate to the credits that we have used for our Snowflake. And finally, at last, what you have to do, just click on create resource monitor. When we click on create resource monitor, as you can see that resource monitor is created. Okay, that's what it is showing it to us. Resource monitor, it is created. Okay, the name that I have given, the account, it is not for a warehouse, it is for an account. Okay, and frequency is monthly, on what particular date we have started, and that we have mentioned it here. As I did not start to use anything, that's why it is showing us, no indication. So when I use the particular quota, then it will give me how much percentage I have used it here. Okay, so these are the different details and different conditions that we have to know to set up a resource monitor. And whenever we are setting up a resource monitor, please, we should be always have a cautious that how much credits are we going to use depending upon the usage. So we should be having a knowledge on it. So my dear viewers, in this video we have seen what is a resource monitor, how to set up a resource monitor in Snowflake for an account in Snowflake. Thank you for choosing KnowHow Academy as your source for IT knowledge. We are always here to help you to navigate the tech world. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. It's been a pleasure sharing this information with you. Stay curious and keep learning.